All right, welcome back, Treetop Garage. Uh, my son's not here today. He couldn't make it out here this weekend, and I actually had a lot of stuff to do in the house, some projects and stuff. So today we're gonna just do some talking. I'm not gonna. I had a lot of stuff going on, like I said, and I was gonna come out here. The plan for this weekend was to get this F100 engine bay all wire wheeled down and painted, but I don't have really the time to do it today. So there'll be some videos. I'm hoping to do some stuff on this week. But I just wanted to kind of make a video because I've been getting a lot of questions about the Model A two-door sedan I'm getting from Honest Peyton Speed Shop over there in Minnesota. I'm in Ohio. And it's, you see right there? And that's the sign right here. We're going to kind of go over what I want to do to it. I have some plans for it for sure. And I'm going to pause you. I'm going to show you a couple things that I really like about that and what I kind of want to do. So let me pause you, and we'll talk about this a little bit. All right, guys. So it's hard to get because it's so high up, but as you guys can see, that's a two-door sedan, Model A. What I really like about this is it looks like it's channeled over the frame. Okay, and also what I really like about the look of this thing is it has the back windows have looks like sheet metal, make it kind of look like a sedan delivery kind of deal, which I really like. I really like the 59 Caddy taillights. They're like Frenched in a little bit, which I really like that too. I'll probably do that. And if you notice, this one actually has a Hemi in it, which I'm not going to do. But it does have a really low stance, and it's chopped. So we're probably going to do, I'm thinking maybe a 4-inch chop or something. I'm 6'4", so I'm kind of don't want to do too much chopping. I want to be able to still be able to be comfortable. But I also want to lower it, like I said, channel it over the frame, like this one is. And I'll probably go with different wheel combination and tire combination. I do actually have a real nice, brand new, pretty much, set of steel wheels and brand new tires. They're not really wide tires in the back. They're like 8 inches in the back and like 7 in the front or something like that. I might do that, or I might go a different route. I'm not sure. But this one also, it doesn't have any door. It's got shaved door handles. No door handles on the outside. I might do that too, depending. I don't know what the headlights are on that. You really can't tell, but there's a lot of different headlight options. So after I decided to make the deal with him, I was looking at this. I noticed I guess I just didn't notice it when I bought it or whatever and put it up. But I was like, wow, I actually really like that. So yeah, I really like the look of that. But I'm going to pause you. We're going to flip you back around. I'm going to talk about this a little more. So hold on, guys. All right, so like I was saying, the whole goal for the weekend was to get this all wire wheeled down. I'm in the process of looking for the right motor mounts to go on the frame for this thing. These ones in here, they're probably for maybe a straight 6 or something. They're kind of offset. But my son couldn't come over, and I was busy today and yesterday, so I figured, well, I'll just make a little video talking about that because I have had some questions on it, and I'm not going to be getting it until springtime, so I have plenty of time to get this thing hopefully running and driving on its own power, so I can move it in and out as I need to and work on it once winter's over. Finish doing whatever I got to do, like either outside or whatever. And this thing can sit outside without being like in my way. Because obviously now with the Studebaker over there, I don't have a lot of room. And I like to leave at least one bay open in here because I pull stuff in here, my daily stuff in here and work on stuff. Like right now I have my old Ford 8N in here with the plow on it. Because when it's really cold, it's still 6 volts. So it doesn't want to start real good when it's really cold outside. So I got the plow in the back of it and I got it backed in an open bay. But I can start it up whenever and just pull it outside and work on something and pull it back in. Like right now, my daily, it's a 2014 Subaru Legacy. The front wheel bearing's making a lot of noise, so I ordered a wheel bearing. I'm waiting for it to get here so I could come bring it in here and change that. It also needs an oil change and some other crap too, so I'm probably not going to film that. Nobody wants to watch me do a wheel bearing on well, maybe you do, I don't know. But the whole goal, like I said, was to get this all cleaned up, painted, motor in, trans in, everything. I have a drive shaft for this thing. It came with it. I'm not sure what it's actually for. I'm hoping it's the right length, so I can just maybe change some yokes. Maybe the front yoke. The back yoke's probably the same one. Maybe, I don't know. Hoping maybe I could just make that drive shaft work, and then put a shifter in it. We're probably gonna do a whole wiring kit on this thing too, because the wiring's kind of dicey on it. I mean, it's very brittle, a lot of it, and under the dash is a mess. There's a lot of wiring mess under there. That's just stuff. Looks like people were adding things and whatever. So, but we have plenty of time. I mean, it's not even end of December yet. We still have months before springtime, so we should be good here with this. But with the other one, I'm going to get that in sometime in the spring. I was going to rent a vehicle to go out there, like a truck or a SUV, something newer, and rent a trailer to bring it back. That was my original plan. And through my work, where I work at, I get a discount on Enterprise Rent-A-Car. So I was looking on their site, and they say on their site, a lot of what you read will say with trucks, they say you're not allowed really to tow any kind of trailer or anything. And everybody I've talked to, guys that I work with that have used it, the discount, and use Enterprise, they say, well, a lot of the trucks that I've rented, or the SUVs, the bigger ones, have hitches on them. They just have a cover. Well, that's all well and good, but knowing my luck, I would rent one and go pick it up, and it wouldn't have a hitch on it, and I'd be screwed. So I got that. You guys have seen the other videos I've done back in the past. I got a 04 Ram 3500. It's got the 5.9 Cummins in it. I've had it for 8 years now, probably. It's from Florida, so it's pretty clean, but it doesn't have a lot of issues. It runs good. We use it. I hold my camper with it all summer long, and usually in the winter up until this year, I was heating with pellets and wood pellets in the house, so I would have to go pick up pallets of pellets every month or so, or a little less. So it's always been fine. It runs good. I do the maintenance on it. So, and back in the day, I'm rambling, but back in the day, I used to drive. Me and a couple of buddies of mine used to go out to South Dakota. I'm in far northeast Ohio, by the way, in case newer people haven't noticed that yet, or I haven't said it. And there's been a lot of times, actually, I don't know how many times I drove out to South Dakota, middle of South Dakota, going pheasant hunting with my buddies, clapped out junk way worse than my truck is. My truck's actually pretty nice, and they were trucks that were daily driven. This truck I don't daily drive anymore. I used to, but I don't drive it every day anymore. But I mean, it's, like I said, it doesn't really have any issues at the moment. But there was a couple of times I needed oil change, I needed this, I needed that. So, well, I'll do it when I get back. It'll be fine. Drive it 18 hours to South Dakota and 18 hours back, and put a lot of miles on it while we were there too, because there were some days we'd drive 2 hours west just to go see if we could find better spots to hunt birds and whatnot out there. And it was always fine. I think one time I had an issue. I had a 2000s Chevy Avalanche. I'll tell you what, not the best truck for hauling stuff because the bed was small, but man, what a nice, comfortable truck to drive, like going on a trip. That thing had it was just set up for driving. But anyway, the only trouble I ever had on a vehicle was that, and all it was one of the rear brake pads. I think it was the inside one, ran out of material, and it started grinding on the brake disc. So I was able to change that right in a motel parking lot. Gravel parking lot, no big deal. I was used to that at the time because at my old house where I lived before here, I had a 2-car garage, but I couldn't get a truck in there because the door was too short. So every time I had to work on a vehicle, it was always in the gravel in the driveway. So that's the plan, I think. My son, he works as a mechanic in a mechanic shop, in case anybody wondered that. And the owner of the place he works actually has I think it's a 14-foot by 6.5-foot trailer. He said I could rent it from him. So I'll probably do that. I don't know how much he's going to charge me, but it don't really matter. It'd be cheaper than renting it. It might be cheaper than renting like a U-Haul or something. So I don't know. we'll see what happens with that. If I have to end up having to rent something or whatever, we'll figure it out. But I plan on driving there. My wife wants to go with me. We're gonna drive there and then drive back, all in my truck there. So I got to save up a little money because actually I was talking to Chad on his paint and speed shop, and he actually knows a guy that has a couple of Ford V8 flatheads for sale for a very good deal. So I'm probably gonna get one of those, or I may get both. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens there. But so all I gotta do is get adapters for a transmission. I actually have a Power Glide that I might use in there. I don't know yet. So anyways, guys, I want to pause you. I'll be right back. All right, guys, sorry about that. So yeah, that's the plan, is to drive out there, pick it up. We're probably going to stop because I'm planning on leaving Thursday after work. I get off work usually I get home about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm hoping to have everything kind of set up where I can leave. Me and the wife can leave when I get home on Thursday. Because I'm going to pick the time when I go. I already have some vacation days set up for Fridays in the spring already. So I'm hoping to get there on Friday sometime during the day, in the evening. Find a room for the night on the way there. And then when we get there, we'll try to get everything loaded up and whatever. And then I'm going to have to head right back by that next day. So it's going to be kind of a whirlwind deal where I'm not going to have probably a lot of time to do a whole lot. I'm going to film some of it, obviously, and you guys will see a lot of the stuff that's going to happen. But it's going to be a long drive, and I only have a couple of days, so it's going to be, I mean, for me, it's going to suck, but it'll be fun videos, hopefully. Hopefully we can get some videos done with Chad over there at his paint and speed shop. Seems like a real good guy. So yeah. So this should be a fun time. I'm hoping I can get both of those motors. They both run too, from what I've been told. And I got some pictures of them too. I don't know if I'll be able to put them in here or not. They look pretty good. Pretty much, I don't know if they're stock or not. Honestly, I didn't ask. He also has some other stuff, this guy. He's got an intake with a couple of carburetors on it, and he's got some other stuff, and I have not heard back. I know he's selling the stuff, but I don't know how much he wants. So I don't know. I got to find out more details. And I also want to figure out, we're trying to figure out a way where I can get this guy some money so he knows I'm serious about at least one of them. So that's the plan for that. I'm not sure with the deal on me and Chad made about, I know some of the parts that come with it, but I'm not sure like what all comes with it. Because in the picture you sent me, I know there's a rear axle, a front axle, the body, the frame, some other parts. I wasn't really sure what they were because I'm not super familiar with some Model A's. But in the pictures he sent me, there was also like some like totes and stuff, and kind of off to the side in the pictures. I don't know if that comes with it or not, so I guess we'll find out. But whatever. It was a good deal. I couldn't pass it up, and I've been wanting a Model A for forever. So I'm ecstatic about it. I wish I can go get it sooner, but with the weather here and with the weather I'm sure up there is worse, and just time right now for me, I don't have any time off where I can do this until spring anyway. So we're just going to have to do that, and I'm just going to have to, wait, and I'll pay him off, obviously. I kind of got it figured out. I should have the thing paid off in probably a month or two. And then, I got to save up money to get those motors as well, but it shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, we'll see. I think something like what I showed you over there, I think it's going to be the ticket. May decide something different on the wheels. I don't know yet. That kind of thing is all up in the air. I got to wait and see what and I know the thing's going to need some little bit of rust work, and that I noticed in some of the videos. That's not a big deal. As you guys saw, here we do that stuff kind of on the frequent anyways. But I've been doing it since I was a teenager. Back when I was in high school, I actually was in body shop, auto body vocational school for 2 years. And ever since then, I've been off and on doing sheet metal work anyway. So my son's actually picked it up, and he's pretty good at it too. So it's all just a matter of doing it. So, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. We'll see what happens, and like I said, there'll be more videos. Probably tomorrow, I'm going to start on this engine bay, trying to get this all cleaned up. I want to get it painted. I'm on the lookout for different motor mounts, the right ones to put the 460 in here. I've heard I'm on a couple Facebook groups for F100s for different, all these years. They get a 73 chassis on it's got a 59, obviously 59 body on it. And mostly on the chassis, I was looking on some groups that I'm on. I was trying to figure out what mounts I need to purchase on the frame. And there's like some people were telling me I could use these. Other people were telling me that I need this. Other people were telling me all kinds of crap. So I got to figure out a little bit more of what I need before I drop it in here. But it's going to be going in here soon. I need to get that transmission out. I need to get it cleaned up. My plan was to soak it down with super clean and take it to the car wash and blast all that stuff off it. But now that the weather's, it's cold and it's not too bad today, but it's going to be colder after the weekend here. And I don't think that's going to be the plan to take it to the car wash. So we might just do it here. Maybe just clean it up real good as best we can and just put it in. We'll see what happens there. But the good thing about transmission, you don't really see it that much. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. I was looking at radiators actually yesterday. I was looking at radiators yesterday. They're actually pretty cheap for this thing. I was looking at parts for this thing's obviously probably seized up. It's all kind of rotted in there. And I might go ahead and change this booster too, because I was reading that a lot of people have problems with the 460. The booster's too big around and the valve covers want to hit. So I may get a smaller diameter booster probably too. I think they make them. And this one's just sitting in there anyway. It needs nuts on it anyway. So, but yeah, it's all just small stuff. And the brake line, I'm going to completely redo all the brake lines. They're all garbage anyways. But yeah, so that's the plan for tomorrow probably. Tomorrow or the next day, we'll see what's going on. Cleaned up, get some paint on everything so I can drop that motor in here. I'd like to get that in here pretty soon because the thing's always in my way, kind of. So, anyways, guys, let me pause you. I'll wrap this up real quick. All right, guys. So, sorry about all the talking. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. I really like the way it looks. It's kind of what I had in mind anyways before I even really noticed that thing up there. So, yeah, that's the plan, kind of. Similar to that, I'm thinking. And it might change, who knows, but I do definitely want to channel it over the frame, and I want to chop it for sure. And I think, other than the Hemi, obviously, I think the overall look is what I want to go with. So you guys let me know. Like I said, I'll be putting some more videos. I'm going to try to get a couple of videos out this week on this thing. Sometimes it's hard. I don't know what is with this truck. It's hard to get motivated to work on this thing for some reason. I don't know why, but it seems like when my son comes over to help me, obviously that helps me get motivated. But some days I just don't feel like doing anything to it. But today I was just too busy to come out here and do a whole lot to it. So I figured I'd do some of that talking about that Model A. I'm kind of excited, and I know some of you guys had questions about it and stuff. So I don't know. We'll get it. We'll get it when we get it, and hopefully this thing will be where I can move it out of the way and work on the other one here. So, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, do that if you want. I don't do this kind of video very often, but it is what it is, I guess. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. And comment and hit that thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.